we're getting much better at compassionate responses, well I hope we are, that we're getting better at compassionate responses and individual responses to children. And fairness is about children not being on a level playing field, that one child might need more to be able to do what everyone else at baseline can do. So it may well be that it's not appropriate until that child is ready for them to go to PE. And when they do, they might need somewhere else to get changed. And the other thing, I think with the best will in the world, professionals can sometimes want to know more. So for example, when we first started putting out TLC alerts, staff would be curious as to why this child was on a TLC alert. But we're very keen to teach staff that that child's story belongs to them and it's already in the hands of other people that they perhaps are finding it difficult. So in order to minimise that sense of it being out of control, our commitment to that child is that their story belongs to them and it will be treated as private and it's on a need-to-know basis. And although these adults care about them, they don't need to know what's happened to that child. They just need to know that they need a bit of tender loving care.
Professionals really need to be aware and to use their position wisely, because children are very, very wary and afraid of authority and the power dynamics, and we constantly see that played out in schools where children who've returned to school after this kind of traumatic incident will be told, you have to do PE, everybody else is doing PE, so you've got to do PE. Can you imagine having all your personal boundaries breached and then being told, well, you're still going to go in the changing room and take your clothes off with everybody else, and things like that can become impossible for a child. But a school is coming from the position of everybody's got to do the same at the same time. We can't have any stragglers because we can't cope with that. And other services replicate that too with their rules and regulations. And, you know, okay, well, they missed an appointment. I've sent children to services where they've had a really, really bad day when the appointments come up, couldn't even leave the house. And the services said, oh, well, they didn't turn up for their appointment, so we won't be seeing them again. And, you know.
For people who are in the role of designated safeguarding lead, it's about us being really protective of that information, that there can be a temptation because you know something and it's really interesting to accidentally spill it, and that actually that's not appropriate and it's not fair, and some of the detail that we're privy to is very private, and that we need to be making really careful decisions about when we talk about children and how much we say.
You have to be very, very careful of when a child is trying to maintain anonymity. They haven't told people at school and things like that. It's really important not to be dragging them out of school for appointments on a regular basis, because then people will get the notion that there's something going on there, that they leave on Tuesdays at 3 o'clock. So we try and offer appointments outside of school times to give the child or the young person the best opportunity to attend and to be included.